Hey, how's everyone doing today? My name's Kelly, and it's so great to be back hosting another Planet Fitness in Club workout. Now, everything that we're going to be doing here today in Club can be modified so you can still follow along with us from home. Our team members have been working really hard to get our club squeaky clean so you guys can focus on enjoying your workouts, but we're going to need your help to keep it clean. So if you're headed back to the club, let's make sure we're all being clean-siderate by wiping down our equipment both before and after we use it. That way we can all enjoy our workouts. Now today, we'll get started in our stretching and abs area, which is a great place to work on tightening those core muscles or to grab a mat and stretch it out after an awesome workout. For this workout, we'll be focusing on our upper body, but from a seated position. That's right, grab a chair, grab a bench. I'll be showing you each exercise both with and without weights. That way you can follow along at a pace that fits you best with the equipment that you have. Don't forget to take breaks when you need to, and let's get started with that warm-up. So we're going to get started with our warm-up by starting with some arm circles. So we're going to have our arms straight out to the sides. We're going to start by bringing the arms forward in a circular motion. Pretty small size circles. And now we're going to switch them back. Good. And now we're going to make them a little bit bigger. We're just opening up those shoulder joints, loosening up the muscles and the tendons, getting them ready. We're going to switch directions, bring those arms forward. Good. You're doing a great job. Make sure you focus on that breathing the whole time. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Go ahead, we're going to switch. Really big arm circles this time. Really open up those joints. One last circle. Good. Now we're going to do arm scissors. We're going to take our arms and we're just going to crisscross them back and forth. All right, this is involving our chest and a little bit of our back. As we bring it together, we're getting a little stretch. And as we open it up, we're bringing the chest apart a little bit. Okay, so just keep moving. We're getting that blood flow to our arms, to our upper body, getting ready for this workout. Good. And if you want, you can make them bigger, or you can do little, fast, small ones. Okay, whichever fits you best. Work within your range of motion too. So if it's hard to bring it out here, keep it closer in. All right, now we're going to do some side bends. We're just going to reach to the side and switch sides. So you're getting a little dynamic stretch in those latissimus dorsis. Good. So you should feel it along the opposite side that you're reaching to. And if you want to match your breathing, you're going to exhale as you reach, inhale as you bring it in. So exhale, inhale. Good. You're doing great. All right, we're going to do some arm hugs. So we're going to start by hugging ourselves and then opening up as wide as we can and alternating which arm is on top when we bring it back in for the next hug. All right, so right side on top and then do left side on top. Good, so we're opening up the chest as we bring the arms back and we're stretching the upper back as we bring the arms together and hugging ourselves. Great job. We're almost done with this warm up. Give me one more hug, really squeeze and bring it back. Great job. So we're going to move into our upper body workout. We're going to start with our shoulder shrug. So with weights, you're going to grab your weights. First, what we're going to do is we're going to squeeze the shoulders back. Then while they're squeezed back, you're going to bring it up, then straight down, and then let it stretch, okay? You don't want to speed this up. If you need to scooch to the front of the chair to give yourself more room, please do so. So squeeze is 1, up is 2, slowly bring it down is 3, and stretch straight down is 4. Without weights, you're just going to make a fist and continue the motion. 40 seconds. Let's go. Up, down, and stretch. So first, squeeze the shoulder blades back together. Bring the shoulders up. Slowly let it down. And you're going to have to force the stretch without the weights. Good. Back, up, down, and stretch. With weights, guys. Squeeze back. Bring it up. Slowly let it down, and the weight will stretch you down. So squeeze, up, down, and stretch. Good. Squeeze, up, down, and stretch. As we squeeze, we're getting the rhomboids in, and the traps as we bring those shoulders up. Good. So squeeze, shorten the rhomboids. Up, tighten those traps. Slowly let it down, and stretch the traps. And done. Awesome job. We're going to do a squeeze press for our chest. If you don't have weights at home, you're going to press your hands together, keep the shoulders back, and slowly move it forward. Keep those hands pressed in. You got to keep the pressure between your hands to activate it without weight. If you have weight, you're going to put those weights together, keep the shoulders back, and press forward. All right, you guys ready? We're gonna go for 40 seconds. Good. So just so you get a little side view, you're pressing forward, leave a little bend in those elbows at the end. Shoulders stay back. Don't let the shoulders roll forward on you. Keep those shoulders back. All right? And if you want to match your breathing with the exercise, you're going to exhale as the weight comes forward and inhale as you bring the weight in. You should be feeling this in your pectoral major and minor or your chest muscles. You're doing great. You've got this. Keep it up. Good. So exhale and inhale. Bring it in. Good. Exhale. Breathe out as you push out and inhale as you bring it in. One last one and bring it back in. Great job. All right, we're going to switch to a bent over seated row. So what you're going to do is you're going to scooch to the edge of your chair. You're going to bend over as far as you can. With weights, you're going to bring those elbows tucked in as you bring them back, right? Bring the weight towards your armpit and then slowly bring them down. Don't let the shoulders roll forward. Keep those shoulders back. Now, if you don't have weight, you're just going to bring your elbows a little bit further out and do the same motion. Really squeeze those shoulder blades, slow on the return, and squeeze. You're going to want to hold it if you don't have weights a little bit longer to really get that motion, all right? So we're going to squeeze, hold, slow on the rebound. Squeeze and hold, slow as you bring it down. Good. You've got this. We're working those lats as we bring it up and the rhomboids as we isometrically hold that squeeze at the top. Good. And if you want to match your breathing, you're going to exhale as you bring the weights up and inhale as you slowly bring them back down. You're doing great. Keep it up. So exhale. Good. And inhale as you bring them down. Almost done. Good. Give me one last row. And release. Awesome job. So now we're going to work our shoulders. We're going to do an Arnold press. So we're going to start with our weights up here. And when we bring them down, we're going to rotate so the opposite sides are facing each other. Okay, so you're going to rotate your arms up as you press upwards. Leave a little bend at the end. And then slowly bring it back down. This is an Arnold press. This is going to involve your anterior deltoid a little bit more than as if you were doing just a regular standard press, okay? So we're going to start with these touching, rotate, and press up. That's one. Good. Slowly bring it back down and press back up. Now, if you don't have weights, you're going to do the same motion, but you're going to make a fist. So make a fist. Try to keep that upper body tension and press up. Good. You're still going to get those same muscles activating. You just got to focus a little bit more on the muscles that you're using. So you're getting your shoulders, your arms, your triceps, your anterior deltoid, and a little bit of that lateral deltoid. Good. Keep pressing and slow on the rebound. Now, if you want to make this harder, just slow down the motion. Last one, and bring it in. Great job. We're going to do our bicep curl next. So depending on the chair that you're in, you might have to scoot a little bit to the front so you have room for your hands. If your chair has arms on the side, you can just start your curl from here. If you don't have arms, you're going to start from the weights way down here. So you're going to rotate, bring it up, pause, slow on the way down, okay? If you don't have weights, again, you're just going to make a fist and do the same thing. So really kind of concentrate on the muscles that you're working. That would be your bicep for this one. That's the main muscles that we're working. Keep the shoulders nice and back. Elbows stay tucked in, okay? If you have the weights, rotate, pause, slow on the rebound. If you want to match your breathing, you're going to exhale as the weight comes up. Inhale as you bring the weight back down. Okay, you're doing great. Keep concentrating on the muscle that you're using. That would be your biceps. Good. You've got this. You're doing a great job. After the biceps, we're going to work on those triceps next. Good. So slow on the rebound. You want to make this a little harder? Just slow down the movement. Okay. More time that those muscles will be under tension, the more you're going to get out of it. Good. Let's do one last curl. Pause at the top. Slow on the rebound. And done. All right. So for our overhead extension, if you don't have any weights, you're going to put your fingertips together. You're going to bring this up overhead. Elbows tucked in towards the side of your head. And you're just going to simply press upwards while keeping that tension in between the fingertips, okay? Don't let the elbows bow out. Keep them tucked in. If you have weight, we're going to take one weight Bring it up overhead carefully. You're not gonna go any lower than 90 degrees, and up, leaving a slight bend left in the elbow. All right, ready? We're going for 40 seconds. Good. And you should be exhaling as the weight comes up and inhaling as the weight comes down. Great job. I'm going to give you a side view so you can see we're not going lower than the 90 degrees. So you're stopping right about there and right back up. Good. You've got this. Keep it going. Good. We're working those triceps. And make sure you check yourself as you fatigue. Those elbows are going to start to wander. Keep them tucked in and keep that chin up. You don't want to keep that chin tucked down. Keep that chin up. Keep a neutral neck. Good. You're doing great. Few more. We're getting towards the end. Great job. All right. One last one and release. All right. Carefully bring that weight back over. We are going to do a lateral raise, but we're going to do it with two arms. So if you don't have weights, you're just going to make a fist for this one. We're going to set our shoulders nice and back. We're going to have a straight arm with a slight bend, and you're going to bring it up no higher than shoulder height and back down. Now, if you want to make this harder and you don't have any weights, hold the top position for a couple of seconds and then slowly bring it down, okay? If you have weights, same thing, straight arm, slight bend. We're going to bring it up no higher than shoulder height and then slow on the way down. If you have weights and you want to make it harder, don't come down all the way. You're going to come down to right about here and back up. All right, that's going to put more time under tension for your lateral deltoids, and you're going to get more work out of it, okay? If you want to make it easier, bring that weight all the way down, or don't use any weight at all and make a fist. Keep going, guys. You're doing great. We're past the halfway point for this exercise. Few more left. Good. You want to make sure you want to come down slow. If you want to match your breathing, you're going to exhale as the weight comes up and inhale as you bring the weight down. Great job. You're doing awesome. Good. One last one. Bring it up, hold, and slowly bring it down. Awesome job. All right, so we're going to switch to a bent over fly. We're going to work our posterior deltoids and our rhomboids and a little bit of our traps. So we're going to get into that bent over position. If you don't have weights, just make a fist. And you're just going to have a straight arm, slight bend, and you're going to bring it up to a T, squeeze those shoulder blades, and back down, okay? If you have weights, same thing. Straight arm, slight bend, and you're going to bring it right up to that T as far as you can, and back down. If you want to make it harder with weights, you can alternate between palms facing inwards and palms facing backwards, okay? It's going to hit in a slightly different section of the back. All right, you ready? We're going for 40 seconds, and go. Squeeze, slow on the rebound. Squeeze, slow on the rebound. You've got this. If you want to match your breathing, you're going to exhale as you come up and inhale as you slowly bring those arms back down. Good. Think about the muscles we're using. Think about in between your shoulder blades and your spine, those rhomboids, the posterior deltoid, the back of your shoulder, and the traps that are stabilizing the upper back and shoulders. Great job. And for those following along with no weights, make that fist. Same thing. Pause. Slow on the rebound. If you don't have weights and you want to make it harder, squeeze longer. Count to 3. And then slowly bring it down. Good. And back up. And slowly bring it down. Great job. One more. Squeeze. And slowly bring it back down. All right. We're going to take a mini break. Grab some water. We're going to run through that circuit once more. Whew. All right. Good job. So if you don't have weights, just make that fist or do the modifications. I'll be showing you each. I'll kind of switch off between. That way, if you're following at home, you can still see. Or if you're at the club, you'll still see it with the weights. All right. So we're going to get started with that shoulder shrug again. I'm going to start with the weights and then I'll finish without. All right. So we are going to scooch to the edges of our seats. We are going to start by squeezing those shoulder blades back, bringing them up. Slow on the rebound, and then slight stretch at the bottom. Ready? 40 seconds. Let's go. Squeeze. Up. Slowly let it down, and stretch. Good. Squeeze those rhomboids together. Lift it up, and slowly let it down. Good. Squeeze back. Keep it back. Lift up. Slowly let it down, and stretch. Keep going if you've got weights for everybody at home. Make that fist. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Bring it up. Slowly let it down and kind of force that stretch down. Good. And squeeze, hold, up, hold. Slowly let it down and stretch. Perfect. Squeeze. Up, down, and back. One more. Squeeze. Up, slow, and force that stretch. Great job. We're going to do that squeeze press. So what you're going to do if you don't have weights, palms together, you're going to press those arms forward, leave a little bend, and slow on the rebound as you pull them back in. Keep those shoulders back the whole time. All right. With weights, you're going to take those weights, keep those shoulders back, press those weights together, and you're just pressing forward and bringing it in. The weights are going to be about chest level high. All right. Guys, ready? We're going to go for 40 seconds. You've got this. Put those weights together or your palms together. Keep that pressure and push forward and slow on the rebound. Good. Think about those pectoral minors and majors. That's your chest muscle. That's the area that we're working. Good. And if you're breathing, you're going to exhale as you bring the weight out, and you're going to inhale as you slowly bring that weight in. Good. So breathe out and inhale, bring that weight back in. Good. You've got this. Just think about those chest muscles. Think about that mind-body connection. Almost done. We're going to do one last one and slowly bring it in. Great job. All right, so for our seated bent over row, we're going to bend over as far as we can. That's comfortable. With the weight, you're going to keep the elbows tucked in, pinch those shoulder blades together. Without the weight, you're going to open it up a little bit wider and then squeeze those shoulder blades. Without the weights, you're going to want to hold that squeeze a little bit longer just to get a little bit extra out of it because you don't have the weights. All right, guys? All right, let's get started. We're going to do 40 seconds. So scooch to the edges of your chair. Fold over as far as is comfortable. Keep those shoulders nice and back. You're going to bring those elbows back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and slowly let the weight come back down. And squeeze and slowly let that weight back down. Don't let the weight drop down. You want to control that weight down. You build a lot of strength by slowing down the eccentric movement of a lot of exercises, okay? So slow on that rebound. Don't let gravity do it for you. Good. Think about those rhomboids as we hold it at the top, and think about the lats as we bring that weight up there. Good. Almost done. One last one, and release. Awesome job. We're going to do our Arnold press next. So make sure you keep your core engaged this whole time. You want to have that proper upright posture. We're going to start with palms facing us, and our weights are going to be almost touching, and then we're going to rotate those dumbbells around so palms are facing away, and then you're going to do your shoulder press up, leaving a bend left in those elbows, and then you're going to bring it back in, all right? If you don't have weight, same thing. Just make a fist. Try to keep that upper body tension. You're going to rotate palms facing away, press up, leave a little bend in those triceps, and slowly bring it back down to starting. All right, 40 seconds, guys, ready to go. Let's do those Arnold presses. In 3, 2, 1, and rotate palms facing away, and press up, and back down, and return back to starting. All right, so we're going to exhale as we press upwards, and inhale as we're slowly bringing those weights down to starting position. All right, think about those shoulders that you're working, the arms that are stabilizing the weight, the triceps that are decelerating the motion as you come back down, and the anterior and lateral deltoids that's doing most of the work. Good. Keep that neck and head upright. Don't let it slouch or hang forward. You want to keep a good neutral upright position. All right, almost done, guys. We're going to do one last one. We're going to press up. You got this. And slowly bring it back down. Awesome. All right, bicep curl. So again, you're going to have to scooch to the edge of your seat if you need more room down by the sides of your thighs. And what we're going to do is we're going to start by rotating, pausing at the top, slow on the rebound, and rotate back to starting. All right, if you don't have the weights, you're going to squeeze those hands together, rotate palms facing up, bring it up, and then slowly bring it back down. For this one, you're going to really want to concentrate on the bicep, really think about that mind to body connection, and think about keeping tension in that bicep the whole time. All right, guys, ready? We're going to do 40 seconds. You've got this. All right, we're going to rotate palms facing up, bring those weights up towards your shoulders, pause at the top, and slowly bring that weight down. Now, if your chair has arms and they're in the way, just start with your palms facing up, and curl with the area that is available. So if something's in your way, kind of work with the space that you've got, okay? But if you've got room, we're gonna add that rotation at the bottom, get the forearms involved, and get a little bit more out of this motion. Good. If you're gonna match your breathing, you wanna exhale as you're bringing the weight up and inhaling as you bring it back down. You're doing great. Keep going with me. And for those at home that don't have the weights, you're gonna make that fist, keep those shoulders back, keep that tension in the upper body, and continue the same exact motion. So you're gonna rotate at the bottom, palms facing up, slowly bring that hand up towards your shoulder, rotate back down. We're gonna do one last one. Rotate, bring it up, pause, slow, slow, slow on the way down, and back to starting. Great job. All right, we just worked the biceps. Let's work the triceps. So we're gonna do our overhead tricep extension. If you don't have weights, you are gonna put your fingertips together, really push them together. You're gonna bring this up overhead. So you are coming down to 90 degrees and back up, okay? Keep the elbows tucked in. You don't want them out here. Keep them tucked in. All right, if you've got a weight, you're gonna take that weight, carefully bring it up over your head, 2 hands on that weight. Same thing, you're not going lower than 90 degrees, and you're gonna bring that up, keeping the elbows tucked in. All right, guys, ready? We're gonna go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Exhale as you bring the weight up, and inhale as you slowly bring that weight back down. You're doing an awesome job. Really concentrate on the triceps or the back of the arm. That's the area that we're moving. Good, you've got this. I'll show you side view. So we're not going any lower than that 90 degrees. And when we bring it up, we're leaving a little bend in the elbows at the end. All right, and you want to be slow as you bring that weight down. Don't let gravity pull that weight down, and keep that chin up. Keep that neutral neck position. Good job. We're gonna do one more. And slowly, carefully bring that weight back over your head. That was great. All right, we're gonna work those shoulders, so we're gonna get a lateral raise in there. So if you've got your weights, you're gonna have a straight arm, slight bend. You're gonna have an upright position, shoulders nice and back. You're gonna bring your weight up to a T, and then slow on the way back down. All right, if you don't have weights, you're gonna make a fist, straight arm, slight bend. You're gonna keep that arm length, bring it up to that T. If you don't have weights and you wanna make it harder, you're gonna hold it here for a couple of seconds. Keep that tension in your shoulders, and slowly bring it back down, okay? So if you have no weight, hold this pause at the top a little bit longer. All right, guys, ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go. 40 seconds, you've got this. Pause at the top, and slow on the rebound. Good. You're gonna exhale as you bring those arms up, and inhale as you slowly bring those weights back down. Good. Keep that nice neutral neck, upright chin, and upright body position. Good, so you are using your core to stabilize your body. You're doing great. If you're at home, you don't have the weights, remember, make that fist, straight arm, slight bend, and you're gonna pause at the top. Count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and slowly bring it down. Engage the shoulders the whole time. Ready, bring it up and hold. Flex those muscles, think about them. Good, and slowly bring it back down. One last one, bring it up and hold, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze those shoulder blades, and slowly bring it back down. All right, let's do our bent over fly. So we're gonna scooch to the edges of our chair. We're gonna bend over as far as we can. We're gonna have that straight arm with a slight bend again, and we're just bringing that up to a T. All right, so we're gonna concentrate on squeezing those muscles in between the shoulder blade and the spine. And if you don't have weights, guys, same thing, you're gonna make a fist, straight arm with a slight bend, and you're gonna bring it right up to that T and back down, okay? All right, we're gonna go for 40 seconds. Ready? 3, 2, 1, you've got the straight arm, slight bend. You're gonna be bent over and bring it right up to that reverse fly. Good, and pause at the top and slow on the rebound. Really think about squeezing those rhomboids in between your shoulder blade and the spine. Pause at the top and slow as you bring it down. You're gonna exhale as you come up and inhale as you bring it back down. If you're at home, remember, make that fist, straight arm, slight bend. Same thing. Pause at the top. If you want to make it harder, pause a little bit longer. Really squeeze and slowly bring it back down and back up. And squeeze. Hold it. Really flex those muscles and bring it back down. Last one. And up and hold. Squeeze extra long. You've got this. 1, 2, 3, and slowly bring it back down. Great job, guys. That was awesome. So let's stretch out those muscles we just used. We're gonna start with our chest. So we're gonna put our fingertips behind our head, and what we're gonna do is we're just gonna bring our elbows as far back as we can. This is gonna open up the chest, and it's gonna stretch our pectoral major and minor. All right, we're gonna hold this for 20 seconds. This is a good time to focus on your breathing. You're gonna wanna breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and kind of let it cool down. And the cool down portion, we're gonna slow that heart rate down, slow the breathing down, let the body cool down. Almost done with this stretch. Good. And gently, gently release. Kind of wiggle out those shoulders. All right, so now we're gonna do a bicep and shoulder stretch. So we're gonna start by taking our right arm. We're gonna bring it straight across the body. We're gonna take our left hand and pull that arm in closer. And then we're gonna take the right shoulder and drop it down just a little bit. So you should feel it stretching in the top portion of the shoulder and a little bit pulling into the bicep. All right, we're holding these for 20. Good job. You guys did a great job. If there was an exercise that you loved, leave it in the comments. If there's an exercise that you haven't seen that you'd like to see, leave it in the comments. And in future videos, hopefully we'll be able to work them into our workouts. Great job. Almost done with this stretch. Good. And we're gonna gently release and we'll switch sides. So left arm straight across. Take the right arm. You're gonna pull that in closer and then drop that left shoulder down. Good. And we're holding. You're doing a great job. So you should feel the stretching, the shoulder, and a little bit of the bicep. Sometimes you'll feel one and not the other. That's usually because one's a lot tighter than the other, and that's okay. Good. And if you can only pull your arm in so far, that's okay too. Just go right until you feel that tension. Almost done. Good. And gently release. All right, last one. Let's stretch out those triceps. So we're going to bring our arms straight up in the air. Fold it back like you're going to pat yourself on the back. You're going to take your other hand and just kind of pull that arm back until you feel that little tension in the tricep. And we're going to hold there. Now this one's a little tricky, but try to keep your chin up. It's really easy to kind of force your chin down, but try to keep that chin up. You don't want to ever put pressure and force your head forward. All right, good job. You've got this. And we're just holding and breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Good job. And gently, gently release. All right, other side, arm straight up. Fold it back like you're patting yourself on the back. Take your other hand. You're going to pull that arm even further back just until you feel that tension on your tricep. And we're going to hold for 20. Again, remember, it's very easy to kind of get that chin tucked down. Try to bring that chin up. You might have to move your arms a little bit to get them out of the way, but try to keep that chin up if you can. Good. Almost there. You're doing a great job. And gently release. Awesome job. We did it. You guys rocked that workout. Now make sure you keep tuning in with us Monday through Friday for new workouts to keep you moving. And don't forget to check out the Planet Fitness mobile app for even more ways to stay motivated. I'll see you guys next time.